Alright, what's up guys? So today we're going to teach you guys how to download Linux into virtual machine. So step 1, you want to go to the website Oracle VirtualBox and get the latest version. You want to click download and install VirtualBox. Step 2, you want to download the Linux ISO. There are different types of ISOs out there. Ubuntu is the easiest one to use. So make sure to download the latest file because it needs to be compatible with your device. For example, Windows 10 requires Ubuntu 20.04. Now, for the next step, once both the virtual machine and Linux ISO files have been downloaded, now you can begin the process of installing Linux Ubuntu onto the virtual machine. So you want to open up the VirtualBox, and then from there, you want to go to the little icon that says New, and it will create a new virtual machine for you. So it will ask you what the name is for the ISO. We have Ubuntu, so that's what we wrote. And automatically, the virtual machine is smart enough to show the correct host, which is Linux. Now for step 5, we're choosing the memory size. We went with 4,922. That was the maximum available for the green bar. And as you can see on the right, the name is Ubuntu, and right away the type changes to Linux. Now for step 6, we are choosing the hard disk. So you want to keep it on create a virtual hard disk now and click create. For step 7, we are choosing the hard disk file type, and we are keeping it to VDI, VirtualBox disk image, and click next. From there, we are choosing the storage on the physical hard disk. There are two of them, the dynamically and the fixed size. So basically we want to choose the dynamically because the fixed size basically it's for more storage, and we don't want that. And for step 9, you want to choose the file location and size. I recommend you to keep it on your desktop because it's just easier to access. And automatically it chooses 10 gigabytes, and that's what we left it at. But it goes all the way up to 2 terabytes. And if you have more space, you can use more. Now for step 10, the virtual machine is now created and listed in your sidebar on the left. But do not start it yet because there are further steps you need to do before starting the operating system. So you want to go to settings and navigate to general, and then from there go to advanced settings. The reason why we're doing this is because in advanced settings you want to change the shared clipboard and the drag and drop to bi-directional, and then everything else keep to default. So from there, you want to go to storage, and then you're going to see a little disk looking thing that says empty. This is under the controlled IDE. So you want to select that and then drop down and then look for your Ubuntu and click on it. And then from there, it will replace the empty slot with the Ubuntu software. And once all the settings are configured, you are now ready to begin to install.
The next step is to begin your Linux journey. Click on your Ubuntu once again on the sidebar and select the Start option. Once you have selected Start, Ubuntu and the installation process will now begin, and you'll have to wait momentarily. Once that process has finished, you will be taken to a welcome page. You will then have the option to select the language you would like, choose your preferred language, and then click Install Ubuntu. Next will be the keyboard layout to choose from. We want the English option, but you can choose what you're comfortable with and what you prefer. Once you've selected your keyboard, you can continue on. Moving along from the keyboard and layout options, the next page will be the updates and the software page. We kept the normal default installation, and we also chose the third-party software and download updates while installing Ubuntu. After you have clicked continue from the updates and other software page, the next step is the installation type you would like. We left it at the default option of erase disk and install Ubuntu. After that, click install now. A page will pop up saying write the changes to disks. Click continue and move along. The final step in the installation process is going to ask you, who are you? It's going to ask your name and your computer name, and you can pick a username, choose whatever you are comfortable with, and move along. Once you have completed the necessary steps, the last page is a welcome to Ubuntu page, finishing up the installation process. Once the installation process is complete, you will now have the option to restart now. Click on the restart option and your device will then restart and you are ready to go.